I post like maybe once every 2 weeks because I'm so bad about posting videos. Oh my god. The call out. Once a year. Oh my god. So, for most of my childhood, I have been a pretty chill kid. I was mainly well behaved, I did well with my grades, I did not really cause problems in or out of the classroom. As such, I generally had good relations with my teachers and other figures of authority that a child would generally encounter at that time. The only time I saw the principal was when I won awards for things, or like, I don't know, there were school events or something. Basically, the gist of my school life and reputation was mainly quite positive and fairly sheltered. And second grade was just one of those pivotal years of my young life in which I gained a lot of experiences. Despite being so long ago, I do remember some of my teachers. I especially remember my art teachers in school. There were two of them, Miss T and Mrs. R. They really saw my interest in art and supported that. In fact, I was able to participate in painting a small mural in the school's garden, and I think, at least as of a few years ago, it's still there. I haven't checked recently, but, it's still there. When I moved and I changed schools soon after second grade, they actually gifted me a little book about bird species, which was super thoughtful because I love birds, and the school garden had these big sunflowers that attracted goldfinches, and they were like my favorite things ever. And when I left, I also drew some pictures for them, so it's been, fun for them as well. Another person from that time that I really appreciate looking back was my main teacher, Miss G. She was an amazing teacher. When she was disappointed or we did bad things as a class, she was a little scary, not gonna lie, her demeanor was just, and she sounded a little scary. But normally, and when she was in a good mood, it was like the best thing. Throughout the year, we would gain stars or points or whatever for good behavior and achievements in class, and at the end of every quarter, she would have a system for us to spend our points on gifts and prizes, mainly things like books, toys, big plushies, etc. By the way, I'm still a little bit salty that one of those times I wanted a big unicorn plushie, but I was third in line that quarter, so it ended up being taken by a different kid, and I had to get this big pink bunny instead. And I didn't really even like the bunny, but it was like the third largest and nicest plush, so I had to get it to flex, learning the ways of flexing at age 7, how about that? But anyways, I'm telling you all this to kind of paint the picture of the positive environment I was in. I was always a good child with a capital G and C. I never got disciplined, I never had detention, or got sent to the principal's office, or had to sit out for recess, which is, a common punishment at that age, because what are you gonna do for a 78-year-old, because what kid wants to miss recess? It's literally the time to play and goof off and have fun skipping rope, going to the monkey bars, playing kickball, playing house under the playground structures, and, getting wrecked from jumping off of the swings, all the good stuff. Man, I'm feeling nostalgic and old right now. So, anyways, 7-year-old me, somewhat shy, goody two-shoes, was surprisingly pretty outgoing with my fellow classmates. And I'm still, a little bit this way, in which sometimes, depending on the environment, I feel like it's a little hard to have conversations with new people without it being super draining on me. But, once we're friends, I can find ways to be, annoying and not shut up. Anyways, as kids, you're always doing dumb things and coming up with dumber things. I don't know how the brain works. It's funny. Kids do dumb things. So at lunch, we sat at these long cafeteria tables with seats on both sides that are attached to the table via some metal rods underneath the table. I don't know how this started, but I began to kind of, stomp out a rhythm on the metal bars below where we sat, and I must have decided it was fun and satisfying. thing to do because I just kept doing it. And it slowly caught on with some of my friends and neighbors from where we sat. I don't recall if this was a one session thing or multiple times, but I know that I had spent some time perfecting the technique because evidently there was a right way to do it and a wrong way to do it, and I was showing them how it was to be done. Like, this is how you do it. You gotta stomp on the right place. You gotta do it the right way to get that peak sound from the metal. I don't know. Maybe I was just being dumb. Whatever. Evidently, enough people were doing it that the sound was very noticeable, and it was causing the staff to notice this group of kids, these troublemakers, doing some rhythm stomping thing, and they were not happy about it because it's disruptive and loud, and who knows what else our little child stomping was doing to the tables, the poor tables. So we got in trouble. Now, I don't remember exactly if it was just the one time that was the immediate swift hammer of justice, or if they had given us a warning and then we were being fools and rising against authority and did it again anyway. But we did get in trouble. I had started this thing that got a bunch of us in trouble, and boy, did it not feel good. I felt like the leader to a team, and we were all in trouble because of me and my fool's jig. Absolutely devastating guilt, not to mention your friends probably hate you just a little. At least for the day. I don't know. Tiny brains will forget. And you get to learn how adults can flex their power on you when they tell you, hey, all you cool cats and kittens, you guys all gotta sit out for recess now. All of you. And of all things, you're taking away recess. They're taking away the best time of the school day. Thanks. Now I am most definitely hated. And what also hurt was the look of disappointment on Miss G's face. Like, she was rooting for me. They were all rooting for me, and I let them down with my shenanigans. So, it was a lovely day. It was quite sunny. The birds were chirping. Sun was out. It was a beautiful, beautiful day. And while the other children frolicked on the haven that is the playground and blacktop, my crew of criminals and I had to shamefully stand against the wall of the building, looking forlornly across at the fun we were missing out. It was terrible, and it really made me act on my best behavior for the rest of the school year because, oh my goodness, the shame. The inner fear when your teacher looks and talks at you like you are utter disappointment. Even though, come on guys, really, of all things, starting a rhythm stomping game when you're 7 years old is literally like one of the least problematic things you can do. Although, I will say I did remain a fairly good student throughout school, but I did do the occasional bad thing from this point onward. One time I got sent to the principal's office for spraying cleaning fluid like a water gun while my friend and I were on cleaning duty after lunch, and I also got in trouble for kicking a boy in the shin. I kind of deserved the punishment for that last one because hurting other people is a no-no, but he was being kind of a poop to me, and I didn't kick him that hard. I mean, I was really holding back considering I was playing soccer at the time, but actually, yeah, no, don't hurt other people, guys. Bad, very bad thing to do. So basically, judging from this pattern of more bad behavior for me, basically one could say that the stomping incident in 2nd grade started my rough, tough life of schoolyard crimes. Like, wow, what a bad kid. So bad of me. And it all started from vibing out to some rhythmic stomping. However, just as I was stomping the cafeteria seats, those teachers really stomped on my development. Because now I suck at rhythm games.